Well, hey, what's up, kids? Big Lou here, and welcome back to the Clubhouse. Today, it is reaction time for the next episode of House of the Dragon. This is episode 4, and we are moving right through this series. I am loving everything that we're being presented. It's different flavor from Game of Thrones, but it's still in that world, and it's just some really, really great stuff. Last week, we see Daemon doing his Leroy Jenkins stuff, going in after the crab feeder, crab king, whatever his name is, crab feeder, and just completely, that was a great sequence. Of course, we've got all the stuff with Rhaenyra and Viserys. She's actually able to choose her own suitor now, so we'll see what the fallout is from that. So, without any further blathering from me, I'm really excited to get into this episode, and we're going to do that right now.
Dornish incursions.
Oh, are these all the suitors? Drink water. I'm going to get some water.
Did you think my great-grandmother is beautiful as they say?
This was half a century ago.
Yes, it was.
Oh, wow.
And now a child.
Yeah.
Which your house has made its home. If chosen as your match princess,
She's trying not to laugh.
a night safe, under my protection.
Protection? The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt.
I mean, we were all thinking it.
Craven.
Oh,
We're leaving.
yeah. Deuces.
How do you think he would take it?
Do you speak of how you rejected every suitor his grace put before you, or how you abruptly ended the tour with 2 months remaining?
I love how he could just talk to her. I mean, he's still got the formality and stuff, but they definitely have a... Is there a dragon? Oh, shit. Daemon, what the hell, dude? He's like Maverick, gonna buzz the tower. Yeah, that's a level of swagger that only Daemon Targaryen. Wow.
You wear a crown. Do you also call yourself king?
Once we smash the Triarchy, they name me King of the Narrow Sea. But I know that there is only one true king.
Well played. He's definitely good at playing the game, sometimes.
Who holds the stepstone?
The crabs and 2,000 dead Triarchy corsairs staked to the sand to warn those who might follow.
I mean, that's a hell of a warning. Jesus. Yeah, he's still working an angle.
Perhaps Prince Daemon would care for a tour of the gallery.
Would you like to see the tapestry?
Oh. Come on, Vizier. He's drunk, but...
I'd like to see them.
Oh, well, then you should not deprive yourself.
Wow. That was awkward.
I surmise the tour did not go well? I enjoyed it for as long as I could.
The king went through great effort to arrange your tour, but I am glad you are home. I find I have a few friends, baby.
Yeah.
I've missed you too.
You get flashes of good moments between the two of them.
Una no hadaranni apikago ni seitax. The parseri morkakotas.
Yeah, no wonder she's so reluctant to pick a husband.
Zugos glaisilum jailundaor. My papa's glaisilum.
Oh. Damn, Rhaenyra.
If House Balerion entered into an alliance with the Free Cities, we would have to seek our own marriage pact.
Yeah, she knew that the minute they said it.
Good night, Sir Kristen.
Sleep well, princess.
What's it say? Huh. Oh, that's cool. Secret passage. I love secret passages. Oh. Of course. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Very cool. Give her a taste of what the real people of the realm do on a nightly basis. Damn, Viserys.
Let me take them.
That chair is killing you, dude.
You have a far kinder touch than they do.
Thank you, husband.
She still cares for him in her own way.
Names his daughter. A girl. His heir.
Wow.
A son.
It's kind of shitty that he's taking her to this, but it's something that I think she really needs to see.
Their wants are of no consequence.
They're of great consequence if you expect to rule them one day.
Come.
Pardon me, Your Grace. The king has requested your presence.
Late night booty call much, Viserys? Jesus. What, did he take her to a brothel?
What is this place?
It's where people come to take what they want.
That's a lot of stuff I can't show you guys. Okay, so... The fact she's into it is a turn off for him, because he has to be in control. That's... Oh. Damn. He just left her there? What a prick. Now who the fuck was that?
I shall alert the Lord Commander.
My helmet.
Yeah, she's still Randy.
You finished?
Oh. Can't unring that bell. I know it's not right, but I like them together. I really do. I like how this is shot. It's not gratuitous. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Thought someone was walking in on him.
A messenger brings word from the White Worm.
White Worm? Yeah, that's the kid that saw Rhaenyra coming out of the brothel.
You never were one to stay idle.
She's the White Worm.
She was carrying on with her uncle. They were engaged in behaviors unbecoming of a maiden.
It's an interesting way to phrase that.
You're so sick with ambition that you would have my daughter stopped, awaiting your best chance to destroy her reputation.
I have no such intent.
I mean, he does, but it's true. As much as I have hated Otto's machinations and stuff throughout the course of, the first few episodes, the way that they played that and this story element really makes you empathize for what he had to do.
What happened last night? Were you with your uncle?
He took me into the city for some fun.
Tell me the whole of it, Rhaenyra.
Was I drank wine, left the castle after dark.
You fucked Damon in a pleasure house.
Oh, damn, just right out with it.
Alicent, Your Grace, sister, you must know I would never. It was foolish of you to place yourself in a position where your virtue could even come into question.
Oh, it's not even a question anymore. She's...
Kings strive to find you a good match, and so have I. If that lord were to think that you were being sullied, it would ruin everything. I know.
The double standard between how men can do what they want sexually and women can't in this world, or at least women of nobility. It's being executed very well here.
My daughter, you defiled her.
Oh! Damn.
Here is a woman grown. Better her first experience be with me than some whore.
Wow!
What lord will wed her now in this condition?
Wed her to me.
Wow.
You're already wed.
That didn't stop Aegon the Conqueror from taking a second wife.
You are no conqueror.
Oh, shit.
You are a plague. Go back to the Vale, Damon.
Yeah.
Strive to restore whatever scrap of honor remains in you.
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful. I cannot say the same for your brother.
That's true.
You believe he lied? How does confessing to such things serve him?
By reducing you.
Oh. Well, okay, I get that. Maybe.
She swore to me that she remains a maiden.
That's not exactly what she said.
Jaehaerys would have disinherited you.
For a lie? You've yet to ask me for the truth of what happened.
The truth does not matter, Rhaenyra. Only perception. You have exposed yourself. Now we must both suffer the consequences. You will wed Sir Laenor Velaryon, and you will do so without protest.
So I can be a remedy for your political headaches.
You are my political headache.
Oh, damn.
You speak of the Conqueror's vision and the need for strength and unity across the realm, but how can that be accomplished with your most trusted advisor so self-interested?
I will do my duty as heir, but you must first do yours as king.
Wow. Laying down ultimatums to your father, who's the king? Girl's got balls. I like it.
5 days.
5 days?
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
Yeah, me too.
Jaehaerys named a great royal hunt to celebrate him being named the Hand of the King. 5 days later, my father lay dead.
Wow.
It was a grim day.
It was a good day for you. Jaehaerys named you Hand in Balon's stead.
Yeah.
That's hardly how I viewed it, Your Grace.
Took a little too long to answer there, buddy.
I will never recover from Emma's death. But Alicent, she was a calculated distraction. I only now realize how well calculated it was.
That
You were a faithful servant, Otto.
Oh, damn. He just straight up...
But I can no longer trust your judgment.
Wow. I did not see that coming at all.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Yeah.
tea, Princess. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
It's the Westerosian equivalent of a morning after pill? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That look on her face is just... Is that it? Oh. That. Wow. Okay. The implications there at the end that Viserys had the tea made for her just shows that he straight up doesn't believe her. Or at the very least, he doubts her full integrity and is like, it may be that you didn't do anything, but here's this thing just in case. And what that's got to put in her head is, I can't even, that's, wow, yeah. But it's also, I don't know what that means for her as far as like how she's going to behave going forward. Is this enough to snap her into, you know, I will only, you know, stay the course and do, you know, what she has to do? Or is she gonna, you know, take that as a, well, fuck you to everyone and do whatever the hell she wants? It'll be really interesting to see what the implications are of that. This is a really mind fuck of an episode, because at the beginning of the episode we have, you know, or at the end of last episode rather, we have this great moment between Viserys and Rhaenyra about, hey, I respect you, this is what I'm going to put forward for you to, you know, make your own destiny and find your own match and stuff like that. And, you know, he still wants to be respectful of her wishes and wants her to be happy and stuff like that. And then fast forward to this, after a year at least, or, you know, thereabouts, of her, you know, going through all these suitors and, you know, on this tour that he took all this time to set up, and she just still has no desire to, you know, become her mother, basically, even though she's going to be, you know, she thinks she's going to be the ruling queen. And we come to one night out, just completely destroys everything that they had, you know, already built up. And, well, not just that one night. Obviously, her, cutting the tour short and stuff like that. But that was really kind of the icing on the cake, or the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will. But yeah, what a great episode of just being able to look into the themes and the mindset of all the players involved. Really, really good stuff. Her seducing Sir Kristen was just... I loved that type of, the banter and, all of the underlying meaning stuff of the fallout from what that implies is kind of gone in the moment, because they're both just so, wanting to be with each other. And you could tell that they wanted to be with each other for, a while. And this was just her being like, I want you, and I'm going to take you. I'm going to have you. And him just completely giving in to her. And I love that. I am a big fan of them together, and I know that they're not going to end up together, obviously. She's, going to marry Sir Laenor and stuff like that. But, yeah, just really, really interesting stuff. The stuff with Daemon leaning into the lie, and what Allison said about he did it to reduce you, it's an interesting concept, because I don't necessarily know that that was his sole motivation. I think that definitely played a part of it, but I think it was really more along the lines of him not being able to admit that he could not perform, and her kind of getting the better of him, and, being on his level of, hey, yeah, no, I want this too, was a turnoff for him, because he didn't have the control anymore. And I don't know that he's such an interesting character, and I love them leaning into a lot of his, transgressions and the meanings behind it and stuff like that. So this overall great episode, a lot of, like I said, a lot of mental chess going on. Viserys finally standing up to Otto and getting rid of him as Hand of the King is hugely significant, that he's able to, finally go back to the beginning where, his, talking about when his father died at that tournament and stuff. And did he basically tell Otto, I think you caused my father's death? No, there was obviously no proof. And we don't know the full circumstances behind it, but that's definitely what he kind of implied a little bit. It's like, what type of machinations did you do behind the scenes that led to that moment? And it's definitely, like Cersei said in the season 1 of Game of Thrones, when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. And yeah, great stuff. This was a good episode. I really enjoyed this. And I thought artistically, I know it was directed by a woman director, and I can't remember her name. It's Christy something, I think. But you could definitely tell that a lot of the sexual stuff in this was not nearly as in your face and as gratuitous as the original series. And it was a lot more artistic and a lot more just, hey, this is kind of what we're doing, and it gets the point across without being as flagrant, and a lot more respectful. And it sets the tone that, especially the stuff with in the brothel, or in the pleasure house, if you will, that people go here for pleasure. It's not about the stuff. And it is, obviously, there's people that do that, but the way that they portrayed it, let it show that, hey, sex is fun. People do this because they enjoy it. It feels good and stuff like that. So all of that was shot very, very well. And then you transpose the people that are there for the pleasure and there for the passion and there for the human contact, intercut that between what's going on with Viserys and Alicent, who both of them are just, yeah, we have to do this because it's our duty, and him, rather wanting that human connection and to feel something while he's literally rotting because the chair and the job of being king is physically killing him, and her just laying there dead eyes staring at the ceiling while it's like, okay, yeah, do your thing. And just the two complete polar opposite portrayals of union, or coupling, as Otto called it in this episode, was very significant, and the imagery that depicted was really, really powerful. And I liked how the director chose those particular shots and how they composed it. And then you get to the stuff with Rhaenyra and Sir Criston, and their just absolute passion for each other was very, very cool. I really, really enjoyed this whole episode, full stop. It was good. Anyway, that's going to do it for my reaction and review for episode 4 of House of the Dragon. If you like my content, you want to keep sticking around, I greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. Subscribe to the channel, because I've also got reactions to Rings of Power and, of course, She-Hulk. And then later in the month, we're going to have Andor. And then, later in the year, we've got some other cool stuff like Willow and other things coming in December. So make sure you get subscribed for all of that. In the meantime, I'm going to get this out to you as soon as possible, and we'll see you next time.